The example from the episode exploring cross-stack resource referencing provided a glimpse into the underscore output suffix. Unfortunately, the documentation doesn't offer any explanation of the reasons behind the use of this suffix. The suffix wasn't needed to reference resources created by these tags, so it is a curiosity as to when the use of this suffix is required. In the example, the VPC ID is assigned a value from the origin stack. This VPC stack utilizes the VPC class imported from the inputs.vpc. Since then, I've discovered that the imported VPC class is a converted HCL module from the Terraform registry. So this is the VPC HCL module, and it has 109 outputs. VPC underscore ID is one of the module's outputs. It's this one. So it appears the underscore output suffix is reserved for referencing outputs generated by incorporated HCL modules. Perusing the output values paragraph in the doc doesn't reveal much about the suffix. It focuses on describing the Terraform output construct. The underscore output suffix is mentioned only once in this sentence to illustrate the difference in syntax between Python and other languages. I haven't found it being mentioned anywhere else. HashiCorp doesn't seem to provide any additional information about this underscore output suffix. I'm going to copy this example to test the HCL and underscore output suffix hypothesis in a test project. Okay, the cross-stack reference example was copied into this test project. This Docker backend is a custom construct that HashiCorp hasn't shared. So I'll use the myECS cluster construct instead. I've added the VPC ID var to the construct to be passed as an input. The rest is left unchanged. We've got the origin object, the destination, and the values are passed via the backend stack config class. The region is defined in the VPC stack as a class var, and the most interesting is this VPC ID extracted from the VPC HCL module. This one is the module's output referenced in the stack utilizing the underscore output suffix. Now the VPC module doesn't exist. Pylons can't see it. So we need to add the TF module to cdktf.json file to fetch it from the TF registry. Run cdktf get to fetch the module. Okay, as a result, the AWS and VPC modules are under input. The get command fetches the modules to the imports directory. So now the VPC module can be imported from the imports.vpc. The pylons see it now, so it is in green and can be used. Let's have a look into the newly added Py module here. How many underscore output attribute has it got? 109. The exact number defined by the HCL module in the registry. The VPC ID output is among those. Here we are. This is how the HCL outputs can be referenced in stacks. Now we can check for syntax errors. None are found. So let's try to cdktf deploy those stacks. Okay, approve the cluster in the target stack. And the VPC in the origin stack. Notice how no outputs are listed in this plan. I don't see any output. Here we go. Everything has been deployed.